Good morning, Mark Hutchison, the Ask Mark Realtor, Homes Tips and Hints. This is Mark D'Andrea, the doctor of real estate, anything home. Again, we're coming to you this week and sharing some content, some good information. Hopefully we'll make it entertaining for you. Mark, how are you this morning? What's going on in your world?
Hey, it's a good day. It's not -5 yet. There's not 3 inches of snow for me to run my snowblower, but we're getting closer. I know I have a warped sense of humor, but no, life is good. Things have been good. I am meeting clients and customers, so it's just good. We're still in good health and getting ready to go on vacation next month for a week, and we're planning. We're getting there.
I love hearing that things are going well for you, and you deserve it. You and your family deserve it. That happens to dovetail into what you and I were discussing before we started recording. Mark, you wanted to talk to our audience about how we connect and communicate with our clients and what perhaps their preferences are. So why don't you share with us what your thoughts were about connecting and communicating with clients, family, and friends?
Sure. The generations out there, and there's multiple generations, they all have different ways of wanting to be communicated with. I have a client that will not answer, will not respond, will not even listen to a voicemail, even when it's from his mom. So his mom knows that, his wife knows that, and everyone circles around and communicates how he wants. I have clients that I email and they say, Mark, we don't email. So I've had clients that I text or Twitter or whatever the other ones, and they say, oh, we don't use that one, we use this one. It's like, good grief. How am I supposed to figure out which way my clients want me to communicate? Some like phone calls, not many. So I now try to text and say, hey, we need to talk. How can we talk? So, and then I keep a record of it once they tell me. But, people with the phone calls and the robocalls and all the spam calls, not many people answer the phone if they don't recognize the telephone number. So one of the best hints I have been given, if you're going to call someone, text them and say, hey, in 2 minutes, I'm going to call you from this number. It's me. Will you pick up? That way it gives them a hint and they know the number just in case we're not in their contacts. Some people, they want to talk with the realtor, they want to be involved in real estate, but they want to call you, they don't want you to call them. I get it, I understand, I get 500 calls a day, spam, robocall. So we have to find a way to communicate on how they want us to communicate and how often. So I have in my checklist that I ask them, okay, when we're in contract or we list, what day of the week, what time, how do you want me to communicate? You tell me and I will honor whatever you tell me. And that's important to them because they know I'm not going to call them every single day. I'm only going to call them at the appointed time, or if something's happening that's important, I need to chat with them, then I'll give them a text or whatever. But we need to cement that and do a better job of understanding how they want us to communicate with them.
Mark, I think it's a great point. I mean, it really dovetails well with just wanting to be of assistance, right? I mean, when you're trying to offer your services to somebody and you have a manner that you prefer communicating, it's up to your client to tell you how they would like you to communicate with them. There are so many ways to do so, right? Direct message on Facebook, text, email, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, all these different ways. And we've got, like you said, multi-generational clients, and they all want to be communicated with in different ways. It's our responsibility to make sure that we fit into what our clients' needs are. And so it's a great point. I'm really glad that you brought it up today and that we can share it with our clients. One of the things that you and I are fond of saying, our job, we have this process, right? That takes however long it takes. You meet with a client and you establish their needs and you dovetail in with how they want you to connect and communicate with them, whether they're buying or selling, and you have that transaction that takes place. And you and I are fond of saying and really believe this, our job as real estate agents starts at closing. The transaction, I get it. It's fun. It's exciting. It's the biggest event in many people's lives. But we really believe that we are our clients' real estate agents for life. So that connection, just because the closing's taken place, does not in any way, shape, or form break down. In fact, that's when it gets more cemented and more firm. Any thoughts on that after closing?
Yes, my wife has 3 Cricut machines. So I follow my clients. I don't stalk. I follow them on Facebook. And when they have a baby or babies, my wife will make onesies or birth cloths or whatever. And I hand deliver that to their home and give it to them. And I have a chance to chat. And sometimes newborn, I'm not invited to the house. I understand that because of all the germs and COVID and everything. But at least I have a chance to communicate face to face, which is awesome with our clients. And they remember that. And then I do my silly birthday videos every year, and people remember that. I've been called a nerd because this year I'm doing a history lesson with it. Like, on this day in history, this happened on your birthday. So, but it's just another way to communicate and let them know that they're special.
Mark, I could not agree more. That's a great place to kind of bring this to a close. Guys, we truly believe, Mark Hutchison, the Ask Mark Realtor, and Mark D'Andrea, the Doctor of Real Estate, and frankly, the entire AMP team here at Red One Realty, we believe that our job starts at closing. We're going to stay in touch with you. We're your real estate agents for life. We really appreciate your business and your referrals. So this was just something that we wanted to bring up, let you know we're thinking about you. We're always thinking about you. We don't forget about you after closing. We certainly would never do that. And we hope that you don't forget about us. Mark, you wanted to talk a little bit about our first responders as we wind it up here. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yes. First responders, they're under the gun again. The medical staff, they're exhausted. Some of them are leaving because there's not a staff. They're burned out. So whenever Linda and I see a law enforcement person, a firefighter, or someone out at a coffee shop or a restaurant, like one was at Culver's, a the Korean vet maybe. Him and his wife was there. They were he was 92. I sat down for a few minutes, thanked him for his service, asked about his family. We just had a 10-minute conversation, and then I got up and left. But whenever we see a first responder, we will say thank you for your service to both the husband and the wife, because whatever the husband did, the wife was there serving, or the wife was his first responder, and he was there supporting her. So it's a team effort. It's just not the person that's actually in uniform. It's both of them are providing the service because they have to support one another. And we always go up and say thank you. And a lot of them act surprised, appreciative. And if I have a $5 Starbucks card or a Newgrounds card, I give them a gift card so they can have a coffee, Danish, or whatever.
Mark, it's a great idea. Guys, what we're trying to say is we in our everyday lives meet heroes every day. Recognize the heroes in your everyday life. We really appreciate them. We appreciate you. Thanks for watching this video. That's Mark H., the Ask Mark Realtor, Homes, Tips, and Hints. I'm Mark D'Andrea, the Doctor of Real Estate, Anything Home. Guys, thanks for joining us. If you like these videos, smash that like button, share them on all your social media platforms. We'll see you again next week. Mark, thanks for having me on the call. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Mark. Have a good week.
Do the same.